Hey guys, you're tuning in to the It's My Money podcast. 2023 has been a pretty weird year in the sense that there are too many concerts happening during this year. We have international stars like Blackpink and Coldplay performing in Malaysia. For every single one of these concerts, ticket prices are not that cheap as well. Usually prices will be at least 200 ringgit and it can go up to like even near 2000 ringgit. And guess what? Even with these expensive prices, tickets are always sold out. Of course, most of the time, there will also be scalpers that buy this ticket to resell at least double the price. So that's some stonks move, if you ask me. But more on scalpers later. But with this concert trend that's going on, something doesn't quite add up over here. Let's rewind back to 2020 when COVID was a thing. During that time, the key government agendas were always talking about addressing the cost of living and also reviving the local economy. But when you think about it, if reviving the economy and cost of living are big problems, then how are expensive tickets being sold out? That doesn't make sense. Ironically, people are always talking about food prices are getting more expensive, groceries getting more expensive, petrol getting more expensive, even though ticket prices also expensive as well, but people never complain about it. Okay, maybe some of them do complain, but people still buy all those tickets. And one ticket price can kind of buy you a lot of food, a lot of groceries, and a lot of petrol. But people still willing to spend that money on a concert instead. So what gives? Although there could be a lot of possible reasons for this, and everybody's opinions are different, but I'm just gonna guess that based on these observations, I'm gonna say that people are willing to spend to enjoy life, and people do not like to spend money to survive. Let that sink in for a moment. Most of the time, we want to save up on our day-to-day expenses, be it on food, grocery, and even petrol. We want to save more because we want this extra money to fund our lifestyle, be it going for concerts, be it traveling, be it watching movie, or whatever that we feel that it will make us happy. Not gonna lie, I'm one of those as well. On normal working days, I try to eat cheaper so that I will have spare cash to buy things that I will enjoy. Things like going on a cafe, watching a movie, buying a Nintendo Switch, which I just did last month. Because ultimately, we work so hard for our money, we would want to enjoy it as much as we can by spending on things that we feel will make us happy. That's a fair trade, if you ask me. But of course, if this becomes a habit and it's affecting you financially, then it might not be a good thing. I do agree though, cost of living is indeed increasing. Food prices are getting expensive these days. I remember those days that food prices were, before COVID, it was around maybe 6 ringgit still. But these days, it's very hard to even get a 7 ringgit. Generally, prices are at least 8 ringgit these days. So yeah, that's just how life is right now. And because of this rising cost of living, a lot of people are trying to find alternative income these days, be it work a part-time job, a second job, freelance, or even scalping. Scalping is a really easy way to make money if you ask me, if you got the right systems. Like if you have read the news, scalpers are using bots to buy tickets so that they can resell them at least double the price. That is instant gains, a lot faster than the stock market, a lot faster than crypto. So that's why people are doing it. But to me, scalping is just forces of supply and demand working together because seats are limited. Chances of an international star coming are very slim. The demand is there. People are willing to spend on it. So with limited supply and unlimited demand, people are willing to spend more on it. Just that scalping is unfair. People hate it as well. So it's a good thing that the government is starting to crack down on scalping activities. so that people can buy ticket at a fair price rather than double or triple the price. But theoretically, if nobody buy from scalpers, then there is no business reason for scalpers to exist in the first place. If scalpers buy, let's say they have 10 tickets on hand and they have spent, let's say, 3,000 on those tickets, then they want to resell at 6,000. But if nobody buys these tickets, then it will cost them 3,000 ringgit to just buy the tickets and not using it. So they will incur loss, then it doesn't make sense for them to stay in that business anymore. So, theoretically, the best way to get rid of scalpers is not to buy from scalpers in the first place. But some of you may think, hey, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I must buy those tickets to watch this concert. Not gonna argue with you, but just know what's the price you are paying for it. Before I close this episode, I just want to say, if you manage to get tickets to enjoy your concert, good for you. Do go and enjoy. But if you don't, well, you might feel sad, but at least your bank account is grateful for that, because now you have extra money in your pocket to spend on something else. Yep, so that is the end of this episode. So if you like or hate this episode, do share your thoughts in the comments below. And I hope I will see you again in the next episode.